Guys, what is up? My OL Password here with another video game review. It's been a while, but we're back. Sorry for the stuff behind me. I have relatives over that was at the house for the weekend, and they stayed down here, so everything's still kind of like weird back there. But we are here to review Dead Island 2. I just finished the game. I've done most of the stuff. We finished the main story. I've done most majority of the side quests and collectibles and other things as well. Um, so I will give you my personal review of it. Um, I really enjoyed the game. The gameplay was a lot of fun. It really felt like the OG like Dead Island games. If you played the Dead Island 1 and Dead Island Riptide, the gameplay is almost literally the same, which I'm really glad they kept it the same. Um, the customization is still the same with the weapons and upgrading. What they changed was the skills, which I wasn't too fond of. I made it work, but I prefer a skill tree over skill cards. It reminded me of Fallout 76 when I saw it in a couple other games. But I definitely prefer having a skill tree over um, over cards. But that's just my preference. I know other people like the cards, but um, yeah. The story was very. I think it was average. It didn't. I didn't really see a continuity. I was expecting more continuity from Dead Island One and Riptide, and it kind of threw me off with more of the lore when you see spoiler alert, you see Sam B in the story, um, or in the game, and he's part of the storyline just a little bit. Um, so it threw me off because I didn't know. I don't know if in the previous games they said where all the other characters went off to, but Sambi was there, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Um, so yeah, story was very average. It had its moments. It was but overall, it wasn't special. I think the writing in Dead Island One was miles better. I think it was definitely better than Riptide. Um, but yeah, gameplay. The one thing, I had one complaint, one major complaint. Um, maybe one and a half. But my major complaint was the zombies. Like when you clear an area out, they materialize out of nowhere and respawn really quick. Even though you're clearing them out, they're always just like spawning up in front of you, and sometimes you can see them just magically materialize out of thin air and like mob you some more. Even after you clear out an area. Um, that was like my main complaint because I wanted to like keep clearing. I don't want to keep repeating clearing things out when I'm trying to do a certain objective. Um, though I understand why they do it, but it was just like when you're trying to push forward an objective and they just keep doing it, it's kind of like, come on. My other complaint was the amount of knockdowns you get from like knockdowns or grapples from zombies is like too tedious. Um like it's just too tedious. And there is a skill perk thing that gives you immediate um when a zombie grapples you, there is a perk where you immediately break free, but it's still like it saves a little bit of time, but it's still like overwhelming. Um, performance wise, overall it's okay. Um, I've had some crashes, um, more than a few, and I think it be just needs to be patched up. Simple performance patches will do. I'm currently waiting for new content for the game because this game literally just came out like what a few weeks ago. And I did buy the ultimate or gold edition or whatever edition you want to call that. Waiting for the expansions to come out there. Um, So yeah, but overall, I do want to continue playing this game. I do want to. I only played with one character, and I know there's 6 characters, and I want to play through all of the characters, just to see the different play styles I can do. I'm sure you can do a ton of different builds and a um, ton of different play styles, which I'm glad they kept that in Dead Island. I know you could do that in the previous Dead Island games. Um, it gives a lot of build diversity and some replayability. I think a future update, I think they're adding New Game Plus, which I'm really hoping for that too, because I'm max level and I don't know if they're gonna raise the cap, but yeah, that's that there. Um, I think it was a very interesting choice that I saw them do the the way they set up a map instead of like one big area or one or like 2 big areas. They did it like zones, kind of like how you would get if you guys played the Dragon Age games or the Mass Effect games or like generic BioWare games like that. This game has multiple zones, smaller maps. I think there's a total of 14 um 14 little maps, so it's a good amount of map size if you want to combine them all. Game time, I am about 90% through the game, like in completion. I'm 90% and I'm about probably like right under 30 hours, maybe 25 hours, somewhere in between there. But yeah, overall I've enjoyed it. I I can see myself playing it a lot more. I'm just gonna wait for content updates to come out and patches. But yeah, that is my little review. I definitely give it probably 8 out of 10. I'm sure some people give it lower. I'm sure some people give it higher, but 8 out of 10 is my personal one. Um, yeah, I definitely recommend it. It is on sale for a couple more days, so if you want to pick it up on, if you have it on PC, it's on sale for Epic Game Store, and you can add the promotional coupon stacked with the current sale right now. Um, so I bought the gold edition or max edition for the price of standard. Um, so and I think base game right now is on sale as well, so that will stack with the coupon. But I think that will last a couple more days. But anyways, thanks for coming out and watching this video. You guys can I'll put a links to my socials down below with Twitch, Twitter, Discord. If you guys want to click on those, follow me there, join those, see past um, videos on the YouTube if you sub and ring the bell or whatever you want to call it, and see my other game reviews. But that is that there. So I will see you all in the next video. So adios.